One of the things you have to be ready for when you're talking to people in support of liberty is that the enemies of liberty will face an irrefutable line of good, sound, logical reasoning. They can't handle it. They can't handle the conclusion that is proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. So they try to dig up dirt on you. They ask you questions in cross examination about you. I mean, makes about as much sense as somebody who's lashing out at the Pythagorean theorem by trying to dig up dirt on Pythagoras instead of being able to find a flaw in the line of reasoning that proves that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Uh, War protesters get that also when G.I. Joe, the veteran, says, "Who are you to criticize the United States when you've never been in the service? You haven't served your country." Using their line of reasoning, only child molesters could criticize child molesters. So that the idea that you're supposed to sign up to go and fight a blatantly unjust war in order to be qualified to criticize it, and where they're coming from is actually the idea that they earned the right to make more of a right to make policy than you have, much the way that after leading the Continental Forces to victory, George Washington earned a place in the federal government as President of the United States. He was given that role because of such a good job he did commanding the Continental Forces. Uh, that they have somehow earned that. There is a grain of truth in theirs because veterans tend to know more about the difference between collateral damage and war crimes. Uh, it's a big difference there. But mostly what they're doing is they're trying to cope with everything they were put through by telling themselves that they're superior to other people because they served, they made a sacrifice for a worthy cause. And the idea that their cause was not worthy infuriates them. Daniel Webster said there is nothing so powerful as truth and often nothing so strange. Well, remember, sometimes there's nothing so infuriating to the enemies of liberty as the truth.